Здравейте, добър вечер и благодаря, че сме заедно днес. Презентацията, която ще имаме, ще бъде водена от Валентина Торичели, която е регионален мениджър на NABA за България, и фокусът ще бъде изготвяне на креативно портфолио. Една от най-важните части в процеса на кандидатстване за бакалавърска програма в академията. Аз се казвам Петя Ламбова и съм част от екипа на Агенция за образование в чужбина Skylines, официален представител на NABA за България, и нашите услуги са напълно безплатни по време на целия кандидат-студентски процес. Може да се свържете с нас в избора на правилната за вас програма или кампус и подготовката на всички документи за кандидатстване и записване, както и успешно започване на обучението още тази година. Ако имате въпроси, ще се радвам да ги задавате в чат секцията, така че да може да бъдат видяни от всички, и ще сме сигурни, че на всеки един от вас е отговорено индивидуално или по време на самата ни среща. Благодаря ви още веднъж. Valentina, it is your turn now. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you, Petya. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this webinar. So thank you for joining today. I will start sharing my screen so we can start. Okay. So again, thank you, Petya, for the introduction. My name is Valentina Toricelli. I'm the area manager for Europe region at NABA. We are the largest and best ranked academy of fashion art and design in Italy. So today we will talk about NABA, about the academy, and also about how to make a portfolio. So I would like actually to start giving you an overview about our academy. Some information about us, our programs, and then we will go more into details about portfolio preparation. So in order to start and giving you an overview about us, I will show you a video that will give you some an introduction about the academy. So as you could see some pictures about the cities and the campuses. As you saw, we are based in two beautiful cities that are Milan and Rome, which are global capitals for art, fashion, and design. And this is a very important aspect to take into consideration while you are considering studying in creative fields, because the cities are where you will be living for the 3 years of your bachelor, and this is the place where the students will get the majority of their opportunities. So Milan is a capital city for fashion. We have several fashion weeks during the year. It's the capital city for design. We have one of the most important international design week the Salone del Mobile, also where our students actually have the chance to expose and to meet other designers and participate to this kind of events. We have important private art galleries and institutions connected to contemporary art. And Rome, on the other side, is the capital city of Italy, the capital city of Italian culture. We have a really important part of the film industry located in this city. And it's also an important city for fashion, as important events like Alta Roma or the headquarters of very famous fashion brands are located in Rome. So both cities are like a great place to start your career in creative fields. What about NABA specifically? We were born in Milan in 1980. We were the first private academy that were recognized by the Italian Ministry of Education. So we are fully accredited. And we currently are the largest academy in Italy in this field. We were selected by QS as the best Italian academy for fine arts. This is the third year in a row. We have been selected in this ranking, and we are among the top 100 universities. So this is a really important recognition, because it's like the official recognition of our academic excellence, about how well we train our students for the professional world. And being in this ranking now for the third year in a row is really a confirmation of the quality of our education. All the programs are run in Italian or in English language, so you can choose the language. And we have around 5,000 students coming from more than 90 countries. So really, we are an international academy. You will meet people from all over the world. And this is something, again, really, really important. What about our methodology? Let me spend some words about this, because this is like the heart of NABA philosophy, the made in NABA methodology. So we focus a lot on innovation and experimentation. We have all the latest technologies on campus, and students have the possibility to use technology and experiment on their projects. The methodology combines theory classes with practical lessons. So we have practical works in collaboration with the leading companies and studios. All the faculty is composed by professionals that are actually designers. They are professional. They constantly bring their real experience and expertise to the school. And you have the possibility of start working on real brief during your course, because the practical lessons, since they are done in collaboration with the companies, give students the possibility to work on real brief, real projects that the company give you. So you start experimenting what the real work is. You start networking with the companies. You have the possibility also to do internship. We have a career service office that will help you with that. So this combination of theory and practice is really the main feature of our methodology. As an example of this kind of collaboration, I would like to show you a video of the last design marathon, which is like a workshop and a challenge at the same time, because it was a really, really intensive workshop of 48 hours, 2 days. We did in collaboration with Bulgari, where students worked really intensively to deliver their projects to the company. And this year, we did it in collaboration with a super important brand as Bulgari is. And it was about metaverse. So I will now show you this short video to give you the idea of the kind of projects and collaboration our students can do.
This design marathon is about metaverse. The best selection of NABA students will face this challenge that Bulgari gave us.
It's
a full immersive experience where the staff of Bulgari and the NABA students will merge and work together. The main challenge, sharing the view and moving straight on to the metaverse.
Bulgari asked us to conceive a new landscape in which the brand could settle in the next future. For this reason, the young creativity of a student could be essential and a key element.
NABA has been a choice because of the focus on beauty. What type of enhanced experience can we give to our customers? And the best way to look at that is to work with people who are every day studying and looking at beauty and art.
And this was just an example of the many projects we do to give you the idea of the collaboration we have and what kind of projects students can do. I would like now to show you really quickly to give you the idea also of the facilities, some pictures. This is NABA campus in Milan. As you can see, we have many buildings with specialized labs for every area. We have a green area, cafeteria, library, and you can see the purple line going around. It was a catwalk for our fashion show that we do every year. In this case, we did it in NABA campus, so we had this long catwalk going around the campus with all the collections of the students showing. It's actually a really important event for fashion students because we invite talent scouts, we invite journalists, important professionals from the fashion industry to see our students' collection. This is a picture of our design lab. The labs are the place where the students spend the majority of their time, basically, because this is where you can start working hands-on your projects. You do prototyping. So for design, you start working on, you learn how to work with different machines. You start working on different materials, starting from foam, plastic, wood. You have 3D printers. You have different kind of tools to make your prototypes. Same happens for fashion. You have labs with a sewing machine, actually professional sewing machine, like the one you will later find in the professional industry. We have a tech lab for media, the media design area for all the video and sound post-production, and the green screen for visual effects. And we are really proud also to have a virtual studio, which is a really new lab we have. We are the only Academy of Fine Arts in Europe having this kind of lab, and this is the only virtual set in Italy that is basically using a big LED wall. I will show you in the meanwhile a video to let you understand. We are using a big LED wall instead of the green screen to show visual effects live. So it's a really new technology. And our students have the possibility to also to use this kind of tools. In this case, also set design students collaborated for the physical set in front of the LED wall. So it was like a combination of the two parts. The academic offer is quite wide because we go from undergraduate programs, a Bachelor of Arts degree, postgraduate programs, special programs like summer courses, semester abroad, or foundational year. We have 6 different areas: the design, the fashion design, communication and graphic design, media design and new technology, set design and visual arts as departments. With reference to undergraduate programs, they are 3 years Bachelor of Arts degree, fully accredited. And we have 7 different courses. And for every course, students have the possibility to also choose a major. So starting from the second year, students, we have the possibility to focus on a specific area. So for example, if you choose to study graphic design in that direction, you will have a first year that will give you the foundation for graphic design direction. You will start exploring the field, and then you will have the possibility to focus on brand design, creative direction, or visual design. And the same structure you will have for a design, where interior or product design, fashion styling and communication, or fashion design management for the fashion area, and painting and visual arts, filmmaking and animation, game, visual effects and 3D, or for set design, theater and opera, and media and events. So these are like the majors you can choose to focus. Also for postgraduate, we have a really wide choice. I won't go into details right now because it's really a big list of, a long list of courses, but you can check it out. And we also have summer courses that are 2 weeks intensive course during the summer. You can also combine more than a session in the same fields, in the same departments of communication and graphics, design, fashion, media design, or visual arts. And you can also choose to spend, choose a double experience. So to spend 1 week in Milan and 1 week in Rome to experience both campuses. So I would like now to stop and ask you a question to also know more about you. So what I would like to ask you, what area of study you like most? So if you like more design, fashion, communication and graphic design, media design and new technology, set design, or visual arts. So to know a bit more about you. I know answers are coming, so let's wait a couple of minutes. Okay, so we have, I will show you the results. Okay, people still answering. Fantastic. Majority of you today are more for the design area. Then we have a fashion, media design and communication. So a bit mixed, but I think today the majority are for fashion and design. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Okay, so I think we can now go more into details about the topic of today's webinar and see together how to prepare, how to craft a successful art and design portfolio. So what should be the main feature that an art and design portfolio should have? So first of all, let's think about what is a portfolio. A portfolio is a selected group of works that are presented as an example of your style and skills. So basically, portfolio, we can say that the portfolio is like a compilation of materials that can give an example about your skills, your qualifications, your education, your training, your experiences, so about who you are. And actually, portfolio can provide an insight into your personality and creativity. And it's something that is much more detailed than, for example, a simple curriculum, because it can really give more information about who you are. And normally career portfolio in general, not only for academy application, but also in the professional world, are used to plan, organize, and document your skills through some work samples. There are no universal rules to make a portfolio. So it's more like advices we can give. So don't take it as something that you must follow 100%. Feel free also to express and prepare your portfolio according to what you feel. And also consider that it's always an evolving work. You will be rethinking your portfolio many, many times during your career. Actually, maybe the portfolio you have right now won't be the same you will have this summer or when you start your bachelor. So take it seriously, but don't be stressed about that. There are some advices we can give, but there are no really strict rules you should follow. Of course, there are some expectations about what we want to see in a portfolio. So we expect to see quality, so qualitative works from your side. We expect to see what your skills are. So to show, we expect you to show your skills, and we expect to see your personality, so to understand who you are. First of all, as an advice and main tips, among the main tips we can give you to make a portfolio, first of all, make a selection. And I will stress on this point a lot during today, because it's really important that you make a selection of your projects and highlight your strengths. So highlight what you can do best. Try to include variety. So if you manage to include a wide range of projects that can show your approach also in different fields and in different areas, it's better if you are not repetitive. So if you don't repeat always like the same thing. Pay attention also to visual choices. Try to find your tone of voice, your style. Show your style through layout, through colors, through pictures. Keep in mind that everything is an expression of your personality and identity. So not only the content, but also the container, also how you show your projects. The visual choice you make, the visual layout of your portfolio is important. And be yourself. Think that the portfolio is really, as I was telling you, is an insight into your personality. So think it as a tool to show us who you are. And the most important part is to have fun while you are doing it. So take it really as an opportunity to show your skills and your personality and enjoy while you are doing it. So let's see a bit more into details what could be the steps for you to build your portfolio. So first of all, you will, again, select and gather your contacts. So you should map your contacts and choose what you want to include. Then you should do some research to find your inspiration and your references. And then you create your book, defining your layout and putting together your works. What structure should the portfolio have? So first of all, you can include a cover. So you can start with a short presentation about yourself, about who you are, including a presentation of yourself. Then include an index with the list of contents that you are going to include, and then the projects. So the projects that will show what you can do, so that show your real skills. And each project should include a title, some images, and a description. Then it's always nice also to have a final page, like a thank you page with your contact details and some links. And also a really important part is to package the portfolio together. So try to avoid presenting a collection of many single separate files, but try to package it together, and could be in the most common way to present your works could be a single unique PDF, or also using websites that are a building platform that can allow you to use a more customized layout. So the content, how to choose and how to create your projects. Again, selections. Remember that less can be more. Sometimes if you have many projects, try to select them. And first of all, map your content. So try to understand which projects do you have, in which order you want to present them. Don't worry about the number of projects to include. So as an average, we can say that from 5 to 10 projects can be a good number, but really it's not a matter of number of projects. If you have many projects, select them. If you have few projects, try to present them in the best possible way. try to catch the attention. So this is related also to the order you can choose to present your project. So you can choose to start with the project that best represents yourself. And you can organize, these are again advices, examples. You can choose to organize your project in an order that creates excitement to the viewer up to the showpiece. So it like up to you to choose if starting with your best projects or starting maybe with your oldest project and show your evolution. Always, in any case, always provide the context and show the development, so the process. Add details about the creative process. Explain the main steps you took to arrive to the result, to arrive to what you have done. Starting from the why question, so the briefing, what was your inspiration, what was your starting point, which problem did you want to solve, what was again, from where did you start? Then you include your project. So could be for design, for example, could be starting from the idea, the first sketches, the technical drawings, and the prototype if you have done it. So you show all the steps, all the process of your project. Or for fashion, you can start from mood board, then include the color palette, the material selection, the sketches, the technical drawings, and the prototypes and shootings if you have realized a collection, for example. But let me show you some examples that I think it's the best way to understand also what I'm talking about. So I will start from design, also considering the majority of you are interested in this field. So this is a portfolio from both, that includes both interior and product design. So variety in this case as well. A cover, as you can see, the students' presentation, some information about the students. I took out the name and picture for privacy reasons, but you can see the students started with the presentation and then the project. So you have a first page, which is the cover for the project with the title and the brief. So a small description about the starting point. In this case, it was a project of product design. She included a mood board with the inspiration and references of the mood, the style she was inspired by, about the room, the colors, keywords, and the first sketches. She was thinking about a lamp. So these are the first sketches, then the more digital technical drawings, and then the prototype, because in this case, the students actually realized a prototype of the lamp. And again, another project, and you can see she is maintaining the same layout. She's changing colors, but the layout and the structure is the same. So you have the first page with the title, the brief with the same layout, then the mood board with the keywords and like the references, some proposal in this case about materials and colors. And again, the same structure for the following project. I wanted to show you one about interior as well. Again, title brief, references with mood boards and keywords. And in this case, the sections, so the plans about how she thought the spaces, the different areas, the colors and material selections, and the idea of each room. So in this case, how she thought the bedroom with the color references, the plans and sections, and the rendering. the terrace and the bathroom. So she included different rooms of the apartment, the house, with the same structure. And this is for design. Then let's go to fashion. In this case, again, a cover with the name of the students. And it was really nice here because the students decided to include in the first page something about herself, really personal, that tells us how her passion for fashion started. We immediately understand that it was when she was a child, because we can see she included her childhood drawing about fashion. And then she included her projects with the title, a description, and a mood board with the colors and selections, and the drawings of the lineup, so the garments collection. And same structure here with the mood boards and drawings. In this case also, she worked on lingerie with some pictures and drawings. Then I want to show you different areas and different examples to give you like a wider idea on different departments. This is a portfolio for communication and graphic design. In this case, the student decided to include a school project, which is totally fine. Also to include some projects that maybe you have done in school. And in this case, it was a project related to packaging. So the student had to create the layout of the packaging for medicine bottles. So he included the first sketches, the logo he thought, but then, and this is really good also to include about the process, because he realized that the way he was starting doing the project didn't really match what his idea was. So because he started doing the digital illustration about the packaging, but he didn't like the result. So he changed, and he decided to print, to actually do the layout, do the graphic just of the labels, and print it and put it on real bottles. So instead of doing the illustration of all the bottles with the packaging, he did just the labels, printed, and did like a small prototype of the packaging, explaining all the process. So this, for example, about packaging, but you could also included also illustrations and works on photography, collages, and works on branding and logos. So as you can see, it's a really various and wide projects, considering that also the area of graphic design can include many different fields, from illustration to branding, to advertising, logos, and so on. Then portfolio for painting, in the painting and visual arts area. This is maybe a bit more classical, because in this case, the students included his artworks, and he included the medium, so the technique he used, and the year of production when he did it, and some descriptions. So he included his works, and at the end also some sketches. And in this case, he also worked on the clays, so he included some of his work done with clay. A last example to conclude all the areas, to touch all the areas, is a portfolio of game design. This was really nice because it was done, first of all, in a website, and this was done in an interactive way. So this student is applying to game design and he's doing a portfolio that is interactive, which is like the basic thing of game design, an interaction system. And he used the vintage old style for the portfolio, including a first introduction about himself and then the content. So in this case, his inspiration, his passion was Star Wars. So he included some 3D character he did about Star Wars, and also different projects. So some 3D character or objects also in different areas. So not only game, in this case, a car or a knife. So we can see more also about his passion in the portfolio, and it was really, really nice. So that was also about media. So I would like now to stop once more and ask you about your portfolio. So I would like to know from you if, if you already have a portfolio. If yes, not yet, if you are working on it, and let's see, where are you? Okay. So I see the majority of you are telling me not yet and working on it. So I guess you are now in like the busiest moment for that, and some of you already has. Fantastic. Okay, thank you. So okay, I would like now to spend some words about application process. As you know, the portfolio is one of the main aspect we evaluate. Actually, every art academy evaluate for admission. So the main element we evaluate for admission together with the portfolio is also the motivation letter. These are the two main aspects we will evaluate. We will ask you for the application. Portfolio, we already saw some tips and some guidelines. Motivation letter, which is basically an essay where you should explain why you want to study the area you are choosing, what is your background, what are your experiences and your motivation to study, what you expect also from NABA, from studying in Milan or Rome, and how you consider that Milan and Rome can add value to your study. For example, we actually have some guidelines we can also give you. Petya can also help you with that. It's a short essay about this. Then together with these two elements, we will need also an English or Italian certificate and your high school transcripts and documents in order to complete your application package and send it to evaluation. After submitting your application, you will receive a feedback on your admission in around 1 week. Few words also about intakes and tuition fees, just to conclude this chapter about how to become a NABA student. We have two intakes during the year, one in October and the other in February. And for European students or students living in Europe, we have the possibility of lower the standard international students tuition fee, which is 19,500 euro, according to different income brackets. So we can adjust the fee according to your financial situation. So you can have different brackets of tuition fees, starting from the lowest of 7,860 up to the maximum with different level in between. So you can submit your financial documents and get access to this bracket system. Again, Skylines will help you with that. They are supporting our students for many years, so they know how to do it for that. Okay, so let's listen now to a very quite short video about a student testimonial that can also give you another view and tell you something about his experience. In this case, he's a fashion student. His name is Oliver.
So my name is Oliver. I'm originally Swedish, born in London, and I was raised in Switzerland. Before coming to NABA, my dream was to become a professional skier. I really liked the sense of personal expression through choosing your own way down the mountain. And I was unable to pursue this due to injury, but then I found another way to express myself in school, which was through art. And I loved to study about it and to express myself through various mediums. And then I found NABA, and I came to visit, and I just loved the people here, I loved the ambience, and I decided to enroll. Now I'm here, in these days I'm working in the labs, I'm using the amazing resources that can be found here at campus, and I'm preparing my final collection, which is going quite good, so I'm happy. So I chose NABA because I thought that the campus was beautiful, and I found that it's very rare to find a campus where you have so much greenery, and we're working here inside an old factory, and I thought that this was crazy to see. And I was really interested in the courses that they had to provide because I knew nothing about fashion before I came here, and I thought that this would be a great place to come and learn about it, something which I could use for my future working in the field as a professional. And in my future, I would love to work at a big brand and see how they function. And of course, as most aspiring designers, I would love to have my own brand one day.
Okay, so this was about Oliver. And then to conclude today, I would like to invite you to join us for some activities that we can do together. Especially, I would like you to join 2 contests. So first of all, for all of you that are in 12th grade, so you are in your last year of high school, you are considering applying for this fall 2023 for bachelor, you can submit your portfolio and get a special 10% scholarship. So we will have one special 10% scholarship based on the portfolio for you that are attending this presentation. The deadline for that is 24th of April to submit it, and the results will be communicated on May 3rd. So you can submit that to Petya, and then we will make the evaluation. While for students that are younger, so if you are in 10th, 11th grade, you still have 1 or 2 years before applying, and you can still have time to work on your portfolio, but it's good to have an early start. We have a contest right now, and you can win a summer course. So a full scholarship to attend the summer course in Milan or Rome. The deadline is the same, 24th of April, and the results will be communicated on May 5th. The contest in this case is not about portfolio. Of course, it's early for you, but it's about a mood board. So you should create a mood board, which is a good starting point in view also of your future portfolio. A mood board, you saw, maybe, I'm sure you noticed from previous example, is like a collection of images that can show your inspiration, that are useful to show a starting point of a project, an inspiration, can show also what your style and your taste are. about a topic. The topic of this mood board I'm inviting for this contest is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So basically, you should consider 2 questions to create your mood board. So first of all, what is your passion? What do you like? So choose the area of study among NABA areas that you like most. So could be again design, fashion, communication and graphics, media, set design or visual arts. And show us what is your vision about this area. So create actually 3 mood boards about yesterday, today, and tomorrow of this area. So how you see the past, the present, and the future of your passion. Let's do a very simple example. Fashion. You can show a fashion trend that you like about the past, or you can do a research about the 19th century fashion or the 16th century fashion and show that for the past mood board. Then take the current trends of fashion that you like and include that in your today mood board, and think about how you imagine fashion in the future. How could it look like? And show it in your future mood board. You can use all the means you want. So of course, pictures, you do research on Pinterest, on Google, you put together like collage, you can feel free to do it, but you should follow these guidelines. Hope everything was clear. I think we should have a question, I'm sure about, and we can now have time to answer all the questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Valentina. I'm starting from back to front with the questions that are coming for the contest you just shared. So for the students who are going to do the mood boards, what exactly to include? Just images, or it could be also drawings? Or can they do the old type of collage with the newspapers, cutting different images?
Yes, both, everything. I mean, just keep in mind that a mood board is something really visual. So it should include visually what you want to communicate. So should be a collage, should be a mix of images, but also, cut from newspapers. And if you want also to add the drawings, you can, but take it as a visual way to show your point of view, so should include pictures.
Thank you. And for the portfolio, what kind of projects do you want to see? For example, can a student present also drawings or crafted sculptures if he is applying for any of the programs you offer?
Yes, of course. Feel free to include all the projects that feel that best represent yourself. And also, if the projects are not strictly related to the course you're applying, this is good because this is part of your experience. Of course, if you can include projects related to the area, it's better. If you're applying to design, try to include something related to product or interior design. But on top of that, if you also have drawings, artworks, sculptures that you want to include because these are part of your skills, of course, you should include it.
Thank you. And going to confirm where they can send the mood boards and the application documents?
Yes, to Skylines. I don't know if, Petya, you want to give them your address.
Definitely, yes.
You should share them with the Skylines, and then we will review that after that.
So I would like to inform everybody that this meeting is recorded, and tomorrow they will receive a copy of this presentation so they can follow up all the steps of creating a portfolio and all the information related to the mood board. So definitely everybody who is attending the meeting today will receive a personal email from me. So that way you will have my direct contact details, and I would be more than happy to help with ideas, sharing, and presenting the best you can. So yes, any of you can compete for the lovely prizes Valentina is giving to us. Valentina, it is one more question related to the summer programs. You said the students in 10th and 11th grade that can apply for this, but is there a specific age that the students should be in order to attend the course?
So yes, to attend the course, you should be minimum 16 at the day you are coming. So yes, the minimum age is 16 years old.
Thank you. A few questions related to the application documents and the tuition fee.
Okay.
So the tuition fees that you showed us are for one academic year, right?
Yes.
It's not per semester.
Correct. Per year, yes.
Okay. And which are the language certificates that you can accept in order to apply for the BA program?
So we accept many different English or Italian certificates. In general, the required level is a B2 or IELTS 5.0 for English or equivalent. So we have a list of accepted certificates we can share, also listed in the application form, but the level required is this, IELTS 5.0 or B2.
And if a student is interested in the fashion design management program, which is a specialization of the fashion design program, are there specific requirements for the portfolio in order to show that the student is quite interested in this field rather than the main fashion design area?
Yes, of course. Well, first of all, you can show in general the passion for the fashion world in general. But then if you want to show your interest in that field, you can, for example, include a small research on fashion brands. So something more related to strategy and the business of fashion. So you can maybe, include a short essay or a short research on the fashion brand, or focus on some fashion campaigns, for example. So take this also path and view on fashion. Yes, if you don't want to focus on design, this is fine.
Thank you very much. And what is the deadline to apply for a bachelor program beside the dates that you gave for the competition for the students attending today?
Okay, so since you are European, you don't have a specific deadline for visa. So we don't have a specific deadline, like a closed deadline. What I can tell you is to apply as soon as you are ready, because this is like the best moment actually, because this is the moment we are receiving the majority of the application. Normally consider that we have limited numbers. So all our classes are composed by 25, 30 students. We can open more than one classes, but once the group is done, we will close the seats. So if you are too late, maybe in August or September, you might not find a seat available. So my suggestion is to start collecting your document and preparing your portfolio right now and apply as soon as you feel ready.
Thank you very much. I don't see any more questions. Do you have any other tips, personal tips that you want to share with the students when preparing the mood board and portfolio? What is the most important when you go through students' projects? What really do you want to see about a mood board or a portfolio?
Yes, definitely. I already said this, but I want to insist to really feel free to show who you are. So don't be afraid also to show something that you are not so sure about, but if you feel that this is the representation of yourself, this is what we want to see. We don't require any previous technical skills. We don't want to see that you can make something perfectly, because this is what you will learn with us. What we want to see is how you see the world and how you express yourself. So the personality is the main element we want to see. So the tip is to enjoy it and to do it without stress. So take it as an opportunity to show who you are and your creativity.
Thank you, Vale. We have a question again for the mood board. What is the format that you want to receive it, as there are 3 files? Should it be an online, or it should be a Word, PowerPoint, or other type of file?
I would recommend a PDF or a PowerPoint, but a PDF would be the best way. Also, if you want to do it online, you can do it, but as a file, I would avoid Word, and I would stay on PDF or PowerPoint.
Thank you. I don't see any more questions.
Many information, anyways, already given. So now take your time to think about that, and then if you have any additional question, you can always reach out to both Petja and me, of course. And I'm waiting to receive your works.
Thank you, Valentina. I'm switching to Bulgarian for a minute.
Sure.
Yes, thank you. Thank you once again. Благодаря и на вас, че бяхте толкова активни и задавахте своите въпроси. Аз и моите колеги от Skylines оставаме на разположение и след тази презентация, така че ще се радваме да помогнем на всеки един от вас във връзка с въпроси, свързани с цялостното кандидатстване или изготвяне на личния проект за тази кампания, която Валентина току-що сподели. Така че ще се радваме да бъдем в контакт с вас. Както ви казах, срещата се записва. Още утре ще може да получите запис и повече информация за NABA, за програмите, които се предлагат и за начина на кандидатстване. Също така ще можем да дадем информация и относно за финансовите документи, които се подготвят, за да намалите таксата си за обучение, и практични съвети във връзка с търсене на настаняване, живот и издръжка в Италия. Още веднъж благодаря и оставаме на разположение. Valentina, thank you very much for this presentation. I hope it was very useful for our students. Thank you very much as well for the competition shared. I will be waiting for their projects and to see who the winner will be.
Yes, looking forward to it, and thank you everybody for joining and sharing this time together. Thank you, Petja.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye,
Goodbye.
bye, bye, everybody. Ciao.
Довиждане.